What's good, everybody? We back with a new video, man. And we here to talk about the recent video I've been seeing online, man, about our commander-in-chief, without saying names. And this video that's been going on about this attempted hit that they had at some ball or some gathering. They had a dinner this past couple of weeks, and it's been crazy. I done seen videos, I done seen AI versions of it. I done seen, well, I think I've seen the real video, but you know, you seen what I saw. But I just want to give my opinion on it, man. Like, cause like a lot of people are thinking that it was like it was a plot. It was not a plot, but it was like a play. They ran a play on us, you know, for some other type of ulterior motive. Like the first time when he was out and, you know, allegedly the guy, you know, let off a round and it nipped his ear. And everybody was saying that's kind of weird because the scar that they showed in the beginning when it first happened, the picture, the scar is gone. There's no missing piece of his ear, like nothing ever happened. So then you know, you got the whole Secret Service and the way they acted during the first incident, you know, and how they were like supposed to shield him and get him out of there. But he stood there, held his hand up in the air, and they were like up under him to where like if it was a real deal, he could have got hit again. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was saying that was a play. I don't know where the scar went. You could look it up for yourself. But then you come to this one, this new one, you see in the video, they're like setting up the metal detectors in the hotel. One's already up. They're getting the other one together. And then all of a sudden this dude come running through with a shotgun, lets one off allegedly and hits an officer in his vest. And it's like 5 or 6, maybe even more officers there. And maybe 3 reacted and let off some shots. Nobody hit him. He survived. They end up stripping him down. All his clothes and stuff came off. Just to, you know, I guess that's a security measure, especially with the Secret Service. And, you know, he got locked up. He already been before a judge and all that. But I'm just saying, do you think it's a play? You know, and I kind of lean towards, yeah, I'm calling BS on the whole situation because, for one, it's the president. You know, security is tight. You're not just gonna get through there. I don't care. He had a room in that hotel. He had booked a room previously, you know, I guess just to get a room there, they say. And then you run through and you see all these officers just chilling on the wall, just kneeling around. And the ones we can see in view, I'm pretty sure it's way more. You got Secret Service and all that good stuff. So he runs through, you know, nobody sees him with this long shotgun, and then lets off one and gets through and gets tackled and unharmed, you know. And then inside of the ball, they had this was on the news. They had the footage of the man sitting there just eating food, but it was like AI because he picked up the piece of chicken or whatever he was eating. He ate it with his hands, and then he put his hand down, and as it was coming down, a fork turned and his hand like kind of morphed into him holding the fork again. So everybody's like, man, what kind of, you know, they like really setting us up for some BS. Like, what's the real backstory? Why are you doing this? What is this leading to? And a lot of people saying that the president's trying to make the White House his forever home. He's adding an underground bunker and he's gonna make that his forever home where he's never gonna leave the White House. And I know after the incident happened, he was like, see, this is why I need to do X, Y, Z because of things like this. Just trying to find, I guess, what you could take from that this play was a smoke screen or something to give the people of the United States a reason to be like, oh, that's why he's doing it. And he can say, yeah, see what they doing to me. I need to do this, you know, and then everybody seems OK with it. But the whole time he don't plan on leaving, you know, and I've been hearing that a lot. And I mean, as wild as he is, I could see that, you know. What do you think? But the whole situation was crazy, man. And Like, if you watch the video of them on the inside, yeah, people were panicking, you know, but a lot of it, I seen AI in the real, quote unquote, real footage that they had on the news. And, you know, and it's just, when it smelled like bullshit, most likely it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to call a spade a spade. And it's too much going on to where he getting all these alleged attempts on his life and just coming through unscathed. It's like a smoke and mirrors thing, man. It's a magician at work. So watch for the trick, you know, and that's how I see it. But I mean, let's say, play devil's advocate. Let's say it was real. You know, let's say that these people that were trying to attack him really were trying to attack. Why? Why would they do that? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, you know what I mean? And to be commander in chief and have this many attempts on your life says a lot about who you are. You know, a lot of people love him. A lot of people hate him, you know, some indifferent, you know, but it's like, to have people to get that close to you twice, and you the president, you got to have some real hatred from your own citizens that try to do that to you. You know, you can go back to different presidents like Kennedy and Lincoln and things like that. But, you know, that's another rabbit hole right there with Kennedy. You know, I'm very intrigued into that. But, you know, I don't think that came from his people. The people love Kennedy. I think Kennedy was a great president. But yeah, but with this one, it's just crazy, man. I don't have too much to say about it. And that's another thing. Think about this. You are the president. You say all this crazy, outlandish stuff all the time. You don't hold your tongue. You don't hold back from nothing. You insult people. You call them out. You clown their ears and how big their ears are, all this crazy stuff. Why hasn't, not one time has he spoke about either one of these incidents? Why hasn't he brought it up? Like any other time, he can't wait to tell you. He can't wait to tell you, yeah, I did this, or we gonna do that, or you need to do this, or you're fake, or you're this and that. You're, you know, not smart. But he survived alleged 2 attacks and hasn't spoken one word about it. And that kind of gives me like that sense to where, is it real? Did it really happen? Because if it did, you be talking about it. Yeah, I survived. Because if I survive anything, I'm gonna talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do y'all think, man? Like, let me know. And yeah, we're gonna end that one right there. We'll get back to the second topic, man. All right, man. So second topic, I really, you know, this is like from my personal thoughts and things like that. This whole moon trip, man, I know it's over with. We don't really hear about it no more like we used to. A lot of people trying to debunk it. Some people say we never went to the moon. Some people say, you know, we did. Like, and I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on this whole thing. Do I think we went to the moon? I'm gonna just clear it out. I don't know. I really don't know, because I haven't seen, like, I'm a visual learner and I experience and learn things that I see that are real, you know, so I don't know. But it's just like, but it's another question is like, if we didn't go, why would they lie about it? But I got some ideas, you know, they making like what, 70 million a day or something like that. The NASA does get 70 million in funding. And, you know, I would say, yeah, we can be in lower orbit. But as far as like space, going to the moon and things like that, I don't know, man. I love space and I love the thought of it. And, you know, I used to stargaze and I've taken photos and things like that. I spoke about that before. But yeah, it's just like, it's just wild, man. And then that's another thing that I was hearing, you know, years ago, the president came up and was saying that they coming out with a space force. And I've been seeing these recent videos lately of these lights. Like, it seems like bombs or something going off in the night sky in different parts of the world. And it looks crazy. You ever see like a electrical storm? It's something like that, but like the colors, and it just looked different. And I mean, I ain't got the sharpest eyes, but it looked authentic to me. It don't look like AI. Some news reporters have reported on it, but they're calling it a unique electrical storm because of the temperature meets the wind at a specific time, and it made it happen that way. That's why it looks so crazy. You know, they try to cover things up like that. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I've heard that it's allegedly like a space war going on. You know, we basically everybody going to space. We created a space force as far as the U.S. Multiple rockets are being shot in the atmosphere. You know, you got SpaceX, they constantly doing it. China, you know, they're doing it. They said they planning on landing on the moon, I think in 2027, I think. But like, what's the big rush? What are we going up there for? What's up there? I would like to see, look, if I wanted to be a believer, I need live feed from this ground all the way up with no cut. I don't want no fisheye lens. I don't want no what is it? Photoshop. I don't need the rendered images. I want the real straight photo. Like if I take a picture of my phone right now and send it to anybody, I want it to be like that. Or if I FaceTime or, you know, chat anybody and we just stay on that call, I want to see that. I need that experience. Excuse me. Because this is why, if the taxpaying citizens is paying $70 million a day, I think it's $70 million a day, but it's either a day or a month. It's still a lot. But if we paying that much money, we deserve some good footage. You telling me if I drop, well, we drop as a company, a United States, 70 million in 1 month or 1 day, you can't get a $10,000 camera and have it top of the line and to be, you know, compatible and be able to get through, you know, the atmosphere and all that stuff. And we can't get a live feed. And then, you know, the feed keep cutting out, but let somebody go on a run or be a fugitive. They'll track you down. They got satellites that can read what's on your phone, like from space. So y'all can miss me with that. You know what I'm saying? So we have the technology. So provide us with that. Give us that live feed, that live footage, the real deal, raw and uncut. That's how I need to see it. Because other than that, you doctoring up and try to make it look pretty. What you hiding it for? You ain't created. You know what I'm saying? So what's the purpose of you trying to make it look good when you're not even the creator? We live on the planet just like you do. We want to see what it looked like just like you saw it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It don't make sense to me for, you know, somebody to do that. Like, I don't know. It just seems like you're trying to paint a specific picture and you're not giving us the truth. Therefore, I'm gonna look at you like you lying and you're up to something, because I don't care what the earth look like. If the earth look like a fucking egg, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Don't doctor it up and run it through Photoshop and say, here it is, you know, and every picture, every planet NASA has given us has always been edited. And that's a fact. You can go to their website. Every photo, we never get the authentic photos. Never. You know, you see those nebulas and all that and galaxies with all these nice colors and stuff. It's edited. They do all of that. They put the colors on there themselves. So therefore, it's a man-made image. You know, it's not the real deal. It's not the creator's work. It's a man-made image because you putting your own spin on it. I think this should be this color. I think this should look like this and this should be that. No, I don't want that. I want the real and raw, you know, pause. But yeah, that's how I look at it, man. So with this whole space thing, I don't know what's going on up there. Is it a space war? Is it fucking aliens up there? Is it, what is it? I want to know. I want to find out before I leave this planet. And I hope one day we'll be able to see, you know, and then it's just like, who knows, man? Who knows? You know, the higher ups, they know it all. And, you know, they like 30 years ahead of us in technology. They just give us breadcrumbs each time. And they know what's going on in the world, man. But they won't tell us. They probably never tell us, you know, because they want to be in control. They want to hold all the good cards in their hand, and they want us blind and working and to keep this country, this world rotating, you know, with the economic side of the game, you know. But yeah, hopefully maybe one day we'll all get to see. I don't know. But I'm going to just end that right there. And with that being said, man, we'll be back with another video. I might make a double episode today. I got time, so I'll be back. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Peace out.